avoiding a fright night in Cleveland on Halloween. Mike Petraglia inside First Energy Stadium. The 4-3 Bengals are taking on the 2-5 Cleveland Browns. The Browns, losers of four straight, coming in a critical AFC North battle for both teams. Why is it critical for the Bengals? They're 0-2 in the AFC North, obviously having lost already to Pittsburgh at home and Baltimore on the road. The Bengals do not obviously want to fall back to 0-3 in the division if they have any realistic chances of repeating in the AFC North. Obviously, the Baltimore Ravens already winning this week, beating Tom Brady and the Buccaneers on the road on Thursday night. So they are already 5-3. The Bengals trying to join them with that mark atop the AFC North. Why is it critical for the Browns? Well, quite simply, they're 2-5, losers of four straight, as I mentioned. And if they drop to 2-6, pretty much the season is a wash, even with Deshaun Watson coming back later in the season from his 11-game suspension. It would be very difficult for the Browns to get back into contention. So, critical game for both clubs. Injuries, obviously, a big factor coming into the game. We all know about Jamar Chase. He will be out several weeks with a reported hairline hip fracture and possible torn labrum in his hip. He will be out several weeks, and the Bengals have not placed him on IR. They hope to get him back for the stretch run of the last 5 or 6 games. To account for that, in terms of having an extra wide receiver available and somebody else available on special teams, Trenton Irwin was activated and called up from the practice squad before tonight's game. Also being activated for tonight's game is not Tyler Shelvin, but rather Dominique Davis. He expects to get his first NFL action tonight as he is activated. He will be part of the depth at nose tackle and on the interior defensive line for the Bengals tonight. Obviously, you're talking about B.J. Hill already, and you're talking about Jay Tufele, who has played very well so far in his opportunities for the Bengals, with Josh Tupou and obviously DJ Reader on injured reserve. Obviously, Zach Carter, the rookie, will also get some reps as he has been filling in. So that is the situation as it appeals to the injury report for both the Bengals and the Browns. Browns, of course, are not going to have Denzel Ward in the secondary. He is out still in concussion protocol. Greedy Williams missed most of practice this week. He did come back and was limited on Saturday, but he is expected to play. He is the other star cornerback for the Cleveland Browns. For the Bengals, keep your eye on the rookie, Cam Taylor-Britt. He is expected to get his first start as Eli Apple, not expected to play tonight. He was officially doubtful, but he is expected to miss the game tonight with a hamstring injury. So Cam Taylor-Britt will play one corner opposite obviously the starting cornerback and star cornerback, Chido Awuzie. Awuzie will likely start on Amari Cooper, the Browns' leading wide receiver. Donovan Peoples-Jones, he has been a Bengal killer in the past. Everybody remembers the game in 2020 at Paul Brown Stadium, that catch from Baker Mayfield with 11 seconds remaining in the 37-34 Cleveland victory. Well, Donovan Peoples-Jones probably will see a lot of Cam Taylor-Britt. The question is, how much help will the Bengals safeties give to Cam Taylor-Britt? What will Lou Anarumo do maybe to provide some insurance behind Cam Taylor-Britt, give him some support so the rookie is not on an island the entire night? Don't expect that for a guy making his first NFL start. The weather, incredibly pleasant in terms of temperature. We are currently enjoying 70 degrees, 69, 70 degrees pregame. The temperature isn't supposed to drop very much for the game. We are expecting kickoff temperature of around 63 degrees, drops into the low 60s by the end of the game. The two factors that will impact this game are expected to impact this game. It's Cleveland, you never know on the lake, but rain and wind. The wind is swirling right now. That is expected to pick up as the front moves through with the rain showers. We are expecting the heaviest chance of rain between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. Then it diminishes throughout the evening. So weather will be a factor in this game. Ball security, always an issue when you're coming to Cleveland, and tonight will be no different. Can the Bengals handle Myles Garrett? That is the big question. It's probably the number one factor that will determine whether or not the Bengals win or lose this game. Can you keep the one and only Joe Burrow upright, and can he do damage with Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and the rest of the Bengals aerial attack that is, again, without Jamar Chase for the first time this season? We'll have you covered all night long on Twitter at Trags, Trags, of course on clnsmedia.com, and be sure to click on the link below to follow me on my Jungle Roar podcast YouTube page. Want to hear all of your comments about the game, about my report, about my insights, about locker room reaction, good, bad, and indifferent. Want to hear from you Bengal fans after the game. Inside First Energy Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.